Hey y'all, I got a Tilted Barn beer, Libby. This is the version with Galaxy. They call it a blonde ale, but everyone says it's more of just like a hoppy pale ale or session IPA, which doesn't matter. It's basically the brewer makes up whether you call it one of those things. I've never had this one. I've only had IPAs and bigger, I believe, from Tilted Barn. And this is from their first round of drops to the Boston area ever. It's 5% alcohol. I believe this is canned about a month ago. And I'm expecting good things. I feel like when I had the other one, the double IPA, that was better than I remember their beers being when I have had them a few times in the past. And it pours very pale. Not ultra super murky hazy, but definitely quite hazy. Head looks pretty nice. Definitely Galaxy coming out of there. Very unripe pineapple, unripe peach. But of course it has that green menthol thing that I always get from Galaxy. Maybe there's a little bit of a Cheerios and malt thing happening. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some wheat in here. Yeah, that doesn't really tell you much. Yeah, the aroma's good. It seems like if there is a yeasty note, the Galaxy is kind of covering it up. It's pretty big on that. And the head is looking very nice, actually. There's a little bit more of a juicy thing if you really get your nose in there. It's kind of grapefruity. Maybe a slight toasty barley smell. Oh boy. I could call this a session IPA and no one would think twice. Maybe it's a little more potent because of Galaxy, which is I just think is the most potent hop in your face always. Like I'll always be able to tell if something has Galaxy in it. And that head looks really great. Like this is very well made, especially because a lot of these low alcohol, super hoppy, super hazy beers have like the worst head and worst head retention. That's just looking super beautiful. Soapy, foamy, rocky. This is a pretty nicely made beer. The body is light. It's not dethroning Equilibrium's Photon. I think that's currently my favorite 5% under hoppy beer. This is really bitter. Wow. Not much sweetness going on with this one. This is maybe that's why they call it a blonde ale. Because it's very light and dry. But that's also kind of what session IPAs often are. But yeah, again, it's just whatever the brewery thinks that style should be. It's really good. Hopefully, I'll get used to that bitterness. It's not watery. It's definitely dense, oily. Whoa. Very, very bitter, I would say. More bitter than the other one. Definitely gives you a huge pop to the palate. And this is, yeah, I'm pretty positive this is a month old. And it tastes like it was canned yesterday. Very good quality control and packaging from Tilted Barn. But I think that I'd probably like this more with a hop that's a little less in your face with the greenness and the bitterness. At least I perceive Galaxy as being one of the most bitter hops. The body's, it's pretty soft. I think it just has to do with the bitterness. Like when you swallow it, it's like, whoa, bitter, really spicy. Yeah, this is one that I would think about mixing this with some IPAs too sweet. I bet would really be down with this in the summertime. Right now, it's like going to be the coldest night of the year. um, yeah, I just wish it were a little lighter on the hops, on the bitterness. Honestly, everything else about it is very impressive. Pardon me. Good carbonation. I wouldn't say it's overcarbed. And the middle, we're getting this little island of foam rising up with bubbles. It's just beautiful. Yeah, wow. A lot going on. There's some kind of sticky sweet unripe apricot or something, dried apricot. I don't know. But if you want something really dry in your face, you're obsessed with Galaxy, really refreshing, really bitter, but has the wallop of hops and hop intensity of a double IPA. This is it. This is like there's so many of these low alcohol beers. Are like we hop it like our double IPAs. This one really seems like it. It's almost a bit too much. Hopefully they send some other versions of Libby because I definitely want to try other ones. That's it. Oh yeah, rating. I would give it a 4, but it's just a bit much. It's a little bit harsh, I guess I'd say, in its intensity. So I can't really give it more than that. Bye.